Live again. This is the second time we've gone live today. We are just that good.
Hooray.
Woo!
I'm glad our record is complete. We have yet to actually start a show on time.
Yeah.
All right, and just a sanity check. Can you guys hear this?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, good. So that audio still works. And it sounds like somebody had put a fan on themselves or is dancing. I'm not sure which.
I was dancing.
Oh, yeah, sorry. That's probably me.
You were dancing? Okay.
No,
Yeah.
fan.
You have many fans, of course.
Yeah, but I had an electric fan blowing on me.
Wow.
Ah. Yours come in electric? My fans are just humans. Well, most of my fans are imaginary, but...
We're about to start, so maybe we should not. Maybe I should refrain from making adult comments.
Yeah,
Right?
save that for the AIE After Dark podcast. That's one day we're going to do that.
Raid chat.
Or Raid Chat, yes. Welcome to FERT Raid Chat. Please cover your ears.
Oh God.
It's sad that we can't even give our battle cry on the air because it's inappropriate.
Can.
Okay. All right, sounds like they can hear us. Yep, Kozric, unless Kozric is just a mind reader and able to follow along with our conversations. Okay, I'm going to give people just a minute to bounce. It looks like I see a lot of people jumping back out and jumping back in. I know, Kov, isn't that wall awesome? I really want to get one now. Yes, and 203 is correct. I hope. We are in 203, right? I've lost track.
We are.
Okay. I love that. That wall is awesome. What was that face? I saw that.
I was coughing.
Oh, okay. I just happened to flip to the video for a second, and you were making this horrible face. It was awesome.
Isn't it lovely?
Yes, I'm glad we are recording that. All right. So with that, let's go at the top of the document. Let's go ahead and get started. We are only 13 minutes behind, so we're all going to have to speak very quickly.
Yay!
We're going to have to cancel the Pig Latin part of the show because I don't think we can say that quickly enough due to time. We will try to put that again in next week. So chat room, stay tuned for the Pig Latin episode.
Don't make promises I'm not going to keep.
Okay, we're all at the top of the document. It looks like it. I see cursors flying everywhere. Let me get the...
If they're flying everywhere, they're not at the top.
Okay, I've got the theme queued and ready to go, I hope.
Cool.
Okay, so we are going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2 on this episode of the AIE Podcast.
It's Blizzard's birthday!
In-game gardening.
Guild merges in WildStar Cupcakes.
Conventions and meetups.
And we have the fabulous Pell to talk about AIE and Star Wars The Old Republic.
All that and more coming up right now. Bringing you the latest news from the AIE gaming community from planet Earth and beyond. This is the AIE Podcast. Okay, welcome to episode 203 of the podcast, celebrating the Aliyah Ayakta-est gaming community. This is Accusod. With me, as always, is Aludra.
Hey, AIE, I think you're awesome.
And right over there, we have Makala.
Hey guys, there are lemon bars in the guild kitchen.
Ooh, yummy. This
That's
week
it.
we are joined by special guest Emperor Palpatine, who is here to talk to us about AIE in Star Wars The Old Republic. Welcome, Bell.
Hello, everybody.
All right. So, Aludra, what have you been up to in the last week?
Oh, well, I've been gaming quite a bit, but unfortunately not online. I've been playing with my 3DS a lot, and yes, I've been playing Rune Factory, which is like Harvest Moon, but with Dungeons and Dragons and
Cool.
more
Ooh,
farming. Yes,
fun.
I am farming to save a dragon.
That sounds like your kind
farming
of
to
game.
save a dragon.
Uh-huh. Yes, totally right up my alley. I am having a blast. Other than that, I'm pretty much just logging in to level my cat girls in Final Fantasy, some of her alt professions, and just having fun. Nothing serious. Not even serious.
Okay, McCullough, what have you been up to in the last week?
About 4'10".
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh,
You have to do that every week now.
right. Working for some pretty long days at work. We have a lot of deadlines to deal with, so that's always a great time. Trying to play WoW as much as I can. Had fun with the end of the summer love events and the amazing Remembrance Day that we had on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And
that was fun.
It was so good. And was actually able to meet up with some guildies beforehand to go see Guardians of the Galaxy and go to this amazing Jewish deli that we have in the valley and nom 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 on some kosher food.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, it was good.
Outstanding. Well, as for myself this week, I got to, as you guys know, my wife, Brain Guest, joined me back in World of Warcraft after taking an extended break, and she joined our raid team. Well, we've been working on her gear score, and at the same time, I got my Shaman from 85 to 90 by pet battling. For those of you who haven't done it, pet battling is an amazing, if mind-numbing way to level your characers.
Throw mind-numbing in there. Great.
It is.
That's really
It takes you roughly... It's roughly 100 pet battles per level. You can do it in about 3 or 4 hours per level, which is, and they're fun, but I always do the same area, and I do the same ones over and over, so I've got a specialized team. I have a leveling team of pets that blast through pets like crazy. So, I always throw in...
3 to 4 hours isn't bad for a level, though. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, it's really not. If you can, the only problem I have is when I run out of pets, I sit around waiting for them to respawn, or if somebody else encroaches my area, and I got to go, grrr, this is my area, get out. But so I always throw in, especially the pets that you can put into a cage and put in the auction house. I'll throw them in, and I'll level them to 25 while I'm leveling my character, and then I end up putting a bunch in the auction house and making some money, too. So quick leveling and money. I love that.
So you'll like this. A really good friend of mine, she's working on leveling her character, first time playing WoW. She's like, I really love the pets, but I don't think I can battle with them, because when I play my warlock, it's like they're, my tools, but the pets, they're my friends. Like, you need to listen to Ben and Eludra's podcast. You'll understand they really aren't. Use them.
No, they are not. They are manipulative, and they are trying to manipulate her into keeping them out of the battles because of the glory.
And they're freaking cute, but still, you can use cute things.
Yeah, totally.
The bunny's so cute. Kill. That's
Kill the bunny! He's a great!
He has no use to us.
All right, Pal, it has been weeks since you've been on. I can remember the last time you've been on. Seems like forever ago. What have you been up to?
Well, I'm actually recovering from a canoeing trip that we take every year with a bunch of friends. I actually kayaked for my first time this year and didn't go in. However, the last 40 minutes of the river ride, it just totally drenched on everybody. It was totally not cool. So, but game-wise, just been playing some Star Wars. I've been working my way through some Hearthstone, some Naxxramas.
The new Hearthstone is awesome.
Have you done the new wing yet?
Not the new wing. I'm still trying to finish the first. I haven't done the heroic part yet. I cleared it on normal, but I haven't cleared it on heroic yet. So I dig it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, heroic is impossible. I think they did that.
Good. I'm glad it's not just me then.
It's impossible.
The word for my 12-year-old Hearthstone addict is that the Naxxramas is pretty darn good.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, how do you raid in a card game? They figured it out. They have figured out raiding in a card game.
They figured it out ages ago. Cryptozoic's card game that they were doing for Blizzard totally had raids, and those are fun. Yeah.
Cryptozoic. This does not ring any bells with me. No.
They're the ones who made the WoW TCGs.
I know. I don't know what the relationship between Blizzard and Crypto. Don't know what happened.
There isn't one now. They stopped the WoW TCG.
And I love the WoW TCG, so I was really kind of sad to see that go.
Yeah.
But, okay, with that, I think it's time for us to get into AIE News.
AIE News.
World of Warcraft is having their 10th birthday, and this year we're the ones that are getting the presents. And they are all vanilla WoW themed. There's going to be a new battleground that is Torn Mill versus South Shore. Not big on the PvP scene? Well, how about 40-man raids? Molten Core, my favorite, is getting all sorts of tweaks for the new LFR version, and AIE is planning some fun stuff around that, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't like that? Well, there's pets. Yes, pets! Molten Corgis for all that log for the birthday festivities.
Festivities. Words are hard.
There's also a mount you get in the Molten Core raid. I totally forgot to mention that.
I'm sorry?
There's also a mount, the Molten Core Hound.
There is.
Yeah, so...
It is really nice looking.
Yeah,
A
it's
Molten
really
Core
cool.
Hound mount?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I'm excited about the Corgis Unleashed, though. Those are friggin' adorable.
Oh my gosh, yes. See, we have our fire kitten, and now we get our fire puppy.
Mm-hmm.
We had to work our way up.
I just love the play on words, Molten Corgi.
Mm-hmm.
It
I
is
just
great.
got that. Yes, I have read that like 5 times before now, and I just got that.
It's okay, Zod.
And actually, I have to say, if it wasn't for Eludra and Alakaz's old school raids, I would never know what Molten Core looked like. I was in a raid, or I was in a guild way back then that didn't think druids could tank, and I loved druid tanking, so I never got invited to raids. I'm not sure why.
I did not do it, of course, during when it was current content because I wasn't playing then. But before they revamped it so Warlocks actually could do something in the dang raid, Tet dragged me in and I hated it.
Well, yeah, at that point you're just sightseeing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Blizzard is also releasing their Warlords of Draenor cinematic and announcing the release date.
You're the Z.
What?
You're the Z.
What? Never mind. Rewind that.
No, you
Start
go ahead.
over.
I'll just take your bit.
No.
Reading is hard.
No,
It
go right ahead.
is.
I will
Reading
mark the time.
comprehension.
Wow.
You've
I
always been
apologize.
the Z on the show notes. I don't understand.
Only for about 4 years have I been the Z.
Yeah.
You'd think I'd get it down by now, but no. No, total professional here. No, go right ahead. I'm sorry.
Blizzard is also releasing their Warlords of Draenor cinematic, as Zod was.
It sounds better when you say it.
you.
Definitely.
They're also announcing the release date for their next expansion on August 14th. So yes, they have an announcement date for their announcement date.
That's pretty
Wow,
pretentious,
Blizzard.
isn't it?
It's not many companies could get away with this, I think.
It's like having a meeting about the meeting.
Yes,
Yes.
it really is. So, I don't know about your guys' in-game gossip, but our raid team had this date way wrong. we thought
did.
the cinematic and the announcement would be much earlier than it actually was.
No, but I'm glad it's coming out, though.
Yes.
Now, do you guys remember Azeroth Choppers? Of course you
Oh.
do. It was only like a week ago, right?
Right?
Yeah,
Well, it seems-
seriously.
The Alliance bike is making its way into Azeroth, but it's coming in via the game store. Now, like me, I thought
no,
they
it's just
said,
in-game.
Horde
Not-
only. No, they got both of them. So what?
Yeah, it's not going to be cash. I'm sorry. I wrote game store and I just meant in-game.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not.
You know what?
I thought they had to buy
That's
it.
my revenge for you stealing my bit earlier.
Writing is hard.
Yes. See, now I realize why Gomez would just read anything on the page.
Yep.
Because you just get on a roll and you don't stop and think. So, okay, but the Alliance bike is coming into game. So if you Alliance members are feeling left out, they have reworked the design a bit, and it will be on sale in the game, as Eludra just wrote again. On sale in the game. So it's
It looks
not on sale or
actually
is on
pretty
sale?
sweet.
Oh, it's
It's
for
been-
gold, not money. Okay.
Yeah, it's for gold, and they've already found it, and it's been posted already, a screenshot of the vendor that's selling it. And I've included the screenshot in the show notes, and it looks like this gold sync is going to be 100K. 100K! I am really glad
Gosh.
Horde won that vote, because I was never...
No.
It didn't
No,
matter to
we've
me
never won
anyway, but 100K? Jeebus.
Now, the
Yeah,
question
that's a
is,
lot.
with the stat squish coming up, are they also doing a gold squish?
No.
Is 100K like a million gold nowadays?
Oh, that would suck.
That would
That
be
would.
horrible.
Less money to spend on pretty dresses, and that's a tragedy.
Oh, tragic right there.
Rock, your
Kelly?
turn.
Oh, it is my turn. Hey, for you guys in AIE's The Secret World members are looking for some secret information. Drake has posted a ton of links on the AIE TSW forums. There's a link to the wiki, the Secret World Armory, a signature generator, love those, crafting guides, and a whole lot more.
Spill the beans.
Wonder what's going on. Secrets, probably all redacted anyway.
It's redacted now.
They will redact the whole thing, yep.
In fact, I now hear the man at my door knocking because I said it out loud on a podcast.
Yeah, duck. All right, so at the Star Trek Las Vegas convention, the developers gave announcements for what's on the horizon. Cryptic has announced the Delta Rising expansion will be coming up out in October.
Okay, I wrote that one. That's
that one was Zod getting revenge on me. See how petty we are, guys? See this? And it will include a ton of changes. The level cap will go up to 60, new methods of advancement via specialization trees, and many new races to encounter. And a whole bunch more that we just can't list here, or it will become the Star Trek Online episode.
There were a ton.
And that was a few weeks ago.
That was a few weeks ago? The post was, or the announcement was?
No, the Star Trek Online show.
Oh, that's right. Did they cover that in the show? I'm sure they did.
No, but you know, I'm certain they will,
okay.
which will always be good.
We'll need to get them back on for the update.
Yes.
Yay!
Okay, now, for the AIE Final Fantasy, folks, one of the great new benefits of our guild house in Final Fantasy is the gardens. Yes, this is a video game, but yes, we have gardens. There are 3 tiny plots which we, as all members, expect big things from. Big things from tiny plots. That's kind of like I was thinking of an author.
Movie.
Yeah, thank you.
Twilight.
I wasn't going to name names, but you go right ahead. So, and then we have a gardening committee that handles all of the heavy lifting and harvesting. Yes, this is a game. We need help from the rest of the guild to make sure that all of our crops are spectacular. How can you help? Well, we have jobs for everyone, no matter what your profession is. You can help us get awesome seeds, all the awesome seeds that we want. Head over to the forums for a full list of all the ways you can help us get our pets and chocobos fed. Yes, this is a video game.
And this Sunday, August 10th, AIE Wildstar is co-guilding. Everyone will be removed from the Alia Acta Est. After everyone's removed, members can join the AIE LFO channel to ask for an invite. It's important that they have an application in Umami for the character that is joining, and that they have the amazing Stigwall add-on installed, which of course is found on Curse. There are 2 new guilds, AIE Jarel, Jariel, and AIE Vorion, Vorion.
They sound like hair creams, don't they?
Don't they?
It's
also
Jariel.
Jariel. For the Altaholics, our one alt rule is no longer in effect, so feel free to bring them all in.
Woo!
Ooh, yeah. That's awesome. Expanding, letting people have room to breathe, and bringing all their dudes.
Definitely, that's what
how
AIE
popular
is all about.
Yeah, that's how popular they are.
All right, so we've got some meetups going on. Dragon Con Atlanta this Thursday, August 28th at 7 to 10 p.m. Dinner the night before Dragon Con starts. They're still trying to pick a restaurant, so if you're there and you know of one, just throw your hat in the ring. Final Fantasy Fan Festival is Friday, October 17th, and I said that right. The Final Fantasy officers will be hosting a mini company, which is a guild hall, at the Rio Hotel. Ooh. So if you can make it, or if you want to start your own meetup, head on over to meetups.com and let everybody know.
Okay, and with that, let's get back to Palel and find out what's going on in Star Wars, The Old Republic, and see if he can speak, because we can't, apparently.
We can't.
So,
I will certainly do my best.
It is all yours. Take it away.
All right. As you guys mentioned earlier, we had Remembrance Week last week, and we ran a few events in Star Wars. Last Tuesday night, we had the Pilgrims and Pancakes, which is a combined event. Basically, that's a Nightmare Pilgrim boss kill which we didn't actually have enough for, so we skipped it and moved to the pancakes event.
Pancakes.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's an event that has the guildies travel to Hoth, and we get an ice bridge that's over a valley, and I'm at the bottom of this valley. And so basically all the guildies jump off the ice bridge, and whoever lands closest to me won, basically. We also had awards for awards. Yeah, that'll work. For second and third, and then most original jump. So, and then after that, we did tackle some of the world bosses that were in effect last week. The Return of the Gree, which the last time they came around was like 8 months ago.
I love this idea of pancaking your players. We need to find a way to do that now. That's hilarious.
No, it was fun. I mean, it's always a good event, and it's just when you're trying to do social things, you have to be creative on how you do it. So it was a hit last time, and so we thought we'd do it this time.
Right. Again,
yeah. And speaking of Wednesday night, we had a running of the beefcakes, which is a take of the running of the bulls in WoW. But in this, everybody races naked. We traveled.
Is that safe for a guild?
Yeah, no, it's totally safe.
Okay.
Yeah, don't mind what everybody else tells you. It's
okay.
This is in game, right?
Yes.
Sure?
Well,
okay.
I mean, so we ran around Tatooine naked. There was a little race there. Then we went out to grab a couple of the datacrons, which are basically items that increases stats, to your character, and they're really kind of hard to get. So we had a bunch of people teaming up to kind of pull people over to the spots, and that worked out pretty nicely. And then we went to the Sarlacc pit, and all took a jump inside to get the title of Worm Food, and to be digested for 1,000 years or whenever they decide to release. So that was pretty fun.
Hopefully, it's a little earlier than the 1,000 years.
Well, yeah, because like I said, after that we did take out some bosses. It was pretty fun.
I would really respect a game that actually locked your character up for 1,000 years. That's a whole new one.
Oh my gosh! Well, then what? Your descendant logs in, and then the game goes, ha ha ha! Guess what? You can't play on this because you're not the original creator.
That would be awesome.
And then, as I said, last weekend I was on a canoe trip, so Max actually stepped in for me for the Remembrance Day walk on Saturday night. And basically, the past few years we've always gone to Alderaan and had a little moment of silence, and everybody was, walking there without arms as they do in WoW, and it was pretty cool from what I understand. I don't know if anyone got screenshots or anything, but I understand it went pretty well.
Yeah, if you got screenshots, we want to see them. You got to send them in.
Yeah, I know in the past we've always had some. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just kind of recovering and coming back, so I haven't really seen much yet. And that was last week. So right now, we've got our raid teams running strong. We've got LOL, which is Lords of Light, and SUP running ops. But SUP always seems to kind of need like a tune, and we've been getting a lot of new people coming in. So if you're a 55 and you want to see some content, I know Arvishet would love to get some DPS. I think maybe a healer too. I can't recall exactly, but I would definitely get with him and check that out. They're a pretty decent team. And then we also have a new team called Soldiers of Light, or SOL, an acronym I love a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It's awesome.
You guys really do the best acronyms for your raid groups.
I can't disagree with that. I mean, whoever comes up with them, it's pretty awesome. Because I don't know.
I keep imagining everybody getting together, going, "Hey, sup? Hey, sup?"
Yeah, I want to say LOL. I think maybe Duras or Makia came up with that one. Arvishet did SUP, and I want to say Makia also did Soldiers of Light because that's his other team. Tuesday nights we've got our mandatory fun nights, which is actually a title we had way before Weird Al's album that just came out. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
He may owe you something for that, I think, right?
Right, exactly. I'll take that.
Royalties.
Basically, that is a night that anyone 50 plus can join us for random shenanigans that we have planned. Sometimes it's a lower ops run. This past week we did we did the Pilgrims and Pancakes. So we'll do world boss kills or just other fun things that happen to be going on if there's an event going. Like this week we had the Rat Ghoul event, which is basically space zombies.
Ooh.
Which is cool.
Nice.
I dig that.
That is great.
Yeah, it's cool because players they get infected, and then when they die, they actually infect other people. It's like a total of a 20-minute countdown, I believe. It's 10 for the first stage and then second before you blow up. And there's actually a daily quest that goes along with doing that. So, it's pretty fun.
That's awesome.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
It is. It's great, and I'm a huge zombie fanatic anyway, so I'm digging it. I've been doing all my dailies here the past few days because it's only here for a week. And the thing is, you never know when it's coming back because it's a random infection, and I can't even remember. Maybe it was 6 or 7 months ago before we saw it last. I can't recall. And like I said, the Gree event was almost 8 months ago. So I like the fact that they keep bringing in this content that rotates.
And what is the Gree event for those of us that don't play?
The Gree event is basically a race that comes down to test our fighting abilities by pitting us against either our other people or these monsters that they bring down and seed a particular planet with.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and then you can build rep with them like in other games. You build rep and you can get either titles or access to special weapons or mounts or stuff like that. So it's important to get as much done as you can while they're here because it's months before they come back.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's great. They give you kind of that very fluid content so you don't know when it's going to be. So it just gives you incentive. Hey, play. You never know what's going to be happening.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly. And I know, for example, the Rat Ghoul event, I know Max has been waiting for like a fiend. I think he called it for either last week or the week before, and he was very upset when it didn't drop. So
very close, though.
Yeah, he was close, for sure. And, basically, in Friday nights, we have open Flashpoint runs for lobies and alts. As I was talking earlier before the show, Gomis coined the term Palpatine, and when he did, I decided to create a Jedi Counselor, and by running these little flashpoints, I've got him up to 42 just by running these flashpoints and doing my class quest. So, it's good. It's a good casual way to level.
And what level do you have to be to do them? When you say low,
10 plus, because we've got actually a couple raids or a couple flashpoints that it doesn't matter your level. They basically bolster you up. So you can, and you don't actually need your traditional healer, tank, DPS Trinity. You can run with all 4 DPS and get through it.
Oh, that's fun.
So it's like a scenario in WoW.
I will take your word for that.
Scenarios are similar where it doesn't really matter what your makeup is. It's all applicable to how you run.
Right. Oh, and yeah, that's the other thing about the Gree. You can, if you have your rep high enough, you can get these little outfits that look like Tron. You've got the little laser lights in your armor and stuff. It's really sweet. So yeah, that's what we do during the weeks. During the week, we've got typically something going every other night. There's usually an ops team running, or we've got either the open ops night or the open flashpoint nights. And then obviously during these special events, we try to get in as much time as we can, to knock that stuff out.
Gotcha.
Now, as far as stuff that's coming up on the horizon, we've got a couple big things coming. The biggest thing right now is the addition of personal housing in the form of strongholds. Players can get up to 4 strongholds, I believe, and then we can also get one for the guild itself. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like housing in Final Fantasy. Right now it's on the PTS, and I haven't really messed around with it too much because I haven't really had time since I've been back, but I'm going to check it out here soon.
You keep doing this thing called real life. You really need to cut it out. It's
I know,
breaking
I
your
know.
game.
But
That's a really hard game to level.
Right, it is. The other thing that we're also getting is guild ships, and
Ooh.
yeah, that's going to be
Ooh.
pretty epic. Very excited for that. But
Wait, so do people travel on the guild ship?
well, that's the thing. Everybody meets up on the guild ship. I haven't seen, like I said, I have not seen this yet. It just dropped on the PTS, I think Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 days ago. And
Oh,
so-
okay. So this is like the newest developments possible.
This is very new, and it's going to come out in like 2 weeks for early access subscribers. So anybody that's subbed up, they get early access to it. If you're free to play, I don't think you get it for another 2 months. And then the preferred subscribers, which are in between, get it in a month. So it's staggered for like a month before it goes live for everybody that's free to play.
Now, do we know, like, say for instance, because I know we have a lot of people that have the great prescriptions. So say we manage enough as a guild to purchase one of the ships. Would the people who are the free-to-play players be able to access those if the guild has them, or is that feature just turned off, or do we know yet?
I don't think we know yet. I would be remiss to actually try to hazard a guess. I would be interested also to know if free-to-play players can actually access the PTS, because that would be an interesting thing to test.
Right.
But yeah, you can actually.
Come on, wild speculation cast. We're it.
Yeah.
But you can decorate them, as Max has said. You can decorate your guild houses, and they're huge. I'll put a couple links up in the show notes for the actual walkthroughs of the Tatooine and Nar Shaddaa strongholds, and they're massive. It's unbelievable.
Like Jabba's palace.
Yeah, but bigger.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's big, and the
This
Tatooine one
trend.
is huge. But you also have to pay to unlock the wings and whatnot, different things. So
I'm not surprised it's so big. Star Wars is really the game of vast tracts of land.
right,
I think that was Monty Python.
No.
So this is going to be a huge money sink, and right now we're trying to figure out a way to that we're going to be able to generate the funds in order to purchase both a guild stronghold and a guild ship. The thing is, with guild ships, there's also like some kind of PvP involved, like planetary PvP, where like your guild has to compete against other guilds.
Oh, wow.
And at the end of a predetermined time, whoever has the highest rankings gets blank. Again, it's only like 2 days live, and I don't have enough information on it. I imagine the next time we have we come back on the show, we'll know a lot more.
Good, okay.
But
And
I'm
keep
very
us
excited
posted
for it.
also so we can let everybody know.
Oh, for sure.
Awesome.
And so that's what we have coming up, like in-game from BioWare. The other thing that we have coming up in-game from us is the Amazing Race Season 2.
Woohoo!
And if you guys remember this, we did this last year.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is awesome.
Yeah, and on the Imperial side. This year we're going to do it on the pub side. And this one, we've learned a few lessons from the last one. So this time we're going to do pub only. You have to be a level 55, and I'm announcing it here. I've already put it on the forums, but you've got a month. If you're close to 50, you can get to 55 in a month.
Pet battles.
Or random flashpoints, Friday night flashpoints. That's a good way to get XP. We also have a couple leveling groups that are heading up weekend runs. So you can do it. I have faith in people. Please level your tunes. If you guys are free to play players, if you have your tunes still, come back in and give this a run. We're going to do it in September, starting on the 2nd. You have to be signed up on the forums no later than Saturday the 30th of August, because we're going to run that following Tuesday. And then we're going to run every Tuesday night starting at 9. Now there's going to be 5 legs total. one for each week, and there will be individual winners each night for first, and then there will be an overall winner getting 1,000,000 credits at the end of the race. So whoever has whoever has the most points accumulated gets that million credits. So if you miss a night, it's okay. But if somebody's there and they get every single night, then you're gonna have some competition. The points vary from night to night. So one night, there may be trivia and you get 100 points, and then the next week it's a race and you get 35. So there's no telling how many points you're going to get per night. So if you can't make it, it's kind of fair to everybody.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Unless you make every single night and you kick butt. But,
Is
I digress.
Max, can Max participate in this, or is he disqualified?
Max can actually participate in this. However,
Ooh.
I am relying on a few of the officers to help me run this. So I do have a couple non-officers that have offered to step up and help, and I'm definitely going to enlist them. But the way I'm going to get around the not letting the officers do it, or allowing them to do it, however you want to look at it, is I would like to actually do a server-wide one. And then everybody can run it. However, I would like non-officers to kind of help with the actual race itself. So, the officers can run, and then we have, community interaction with the server. And potentially, use that as a recruiting tool to bring more people in the guild.
Really? If somebody wants to volunteer to help with that, what's the best way for them to contact you about it?
The forums are good. I have a thread started about the Amazing Race. That would be the best place because I look at that daily. They can actually get me on the forums, or preferably, if they get to me because I'm pretty much writing this all up. That would be the best way.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, my money's on Max, by the way, if he can compete.
Well, if it involves running, Max is really good at it.
Yes.
Oh,
right.
My money's on Max.
Well, no, you were there this year. Yeah, you have every idea. This guy was crazy.
Oh my
Running
gosh!
every morning, a mile in 8,000 elevation, 8,000 feet elevation. Whew. Yeah, he made my heart hurt.
Oh yeah.
It's really hot and there's no air. I'm gonna go for a run. What?
And we're on really, really thin air.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But hey, don't mind me.
Yeah. Just making the rest of everyone else look bad.
Yeah.
You just sit there and enjoy your donuts and Danishes. I'm going to go for a run.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I thought I would let
definitely
him be healthy for all of us.
Yeah.
I'm making that sacrifice.
That was so
Because
kind of
he's
you.
that kind of guy.
Hey, I'll take it. That sounds brilliant.
So, that's the big event coming up. I definitely, again, encourage people to check out the forums if they need more information on it, or they can get with me, and I'm happy to, let them know stuff about it. But this is my favorite event ever. I love it. I'm so excited for it.
I throw the gauntlet out there for anyone in the World of Warcraft or any other game. Find out what Pella and the gang are doing, and we need a copy of this. We need the Amazing Race in every one of the games.
Hey, Sybil had a question real quick. Do you
Sure.
know approximately how many players are in the Star Wars Old Republic Guild?
Okay,
Guilds.
so we've got one on each side still, one Republic, one Imperial. In the Republic, it's about like 350 or so. We haven't done any major purgings. In the Imperial, however, it's more active. I've recently purged. I purge every couple weeks. And that doesn't sound good, but
It does not sound good at all.
but I do. I purge every 2 weeks. That's high.
Wow.
Because basically the guild cap is 500, and so I like to keep it around 475 because we're constantly having somebody pop in through meeting something on something we're doing online. A couple weeks ago we did there's a data crime that's really hard to do, a +10 to all stats. And after everybody in the guild got it, we just started inviting other people on the server. Hey, we're up here. Are you in the area? Do you want this thing? Boom. We'll help you out and get it. And we get random people that way to join the guild, so that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
And that's another reason why I like to use the Amazing Race, something like that, because if we can open that up to the server and run it for everybody else, I think that would be a good tool to try to bring people in too.
That's awesome. That really is. I like how you guys are just including the general population in so much. It's building a community beyond our community.
Right.
I mean, yes, we are a gaming guild on all fronts, but it's really great for us to be ambassadors in whatever game we're in. So that's a great way to represent.
Yeah, it's really easy for us all to be really insular.
Yeah.
Right, and that's the thing. We recognize that we've got 9 games that we're in now, and if we keep pulling from other games, I mean, it's never going to grow. So if we want to grow and be healthy and continue to run with people that have the same mindset, then this is the best way to do it, I think.
Definitely is.
Or things like this.
It's like, yeah, we don't need to go out and recruit, but by showing what our community is about, that draws people to us.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Just being ourselves is our best recruitment tool.
Mm.
Yep. So yeah, that's what's coming up. We do have some new content, I believe, dropping in December, but I don't know enough about that to talk about it.
Oh, come on, Wild Speculation Cast!
Other than that, yeah, that's all we've got coming up. So, you guys have anything, questions or?
Yeah, the thing I always like to ask for people who may not be playing SWTOR, it is free to play, so there's really no excuse other than time, which is my biggest problem.
But hard drive space.
How do hard drive space? Very good point. Very valid point. How do people find you? How do they join the guild? Where are we at?
We are at Preposition Land. Sorry, that's. Anyway.
Sorry, I think I had a dangling participle there.
So joining the guild basically is the same deal. You join the AIE LFO channel. Basically in SWTOR it's a C join instead of just join.
Which always throws me off.
Right, I know. And then check for an officer there. Otherwise, basically evenings, 7 p.m. Eastern and on is a good time to catch somebody. We also still have the /AIE chat, but it's not used too much because we're only one guild on each side, so there's no real reason to link guilds that don't exist yet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the best way, as per most other of the AIE games.
Okay, I think you had some closing comments here you wanted to add?
Yes, outro. I would like to give a big shout out to the officers, Maxima, Wags, Makia, Apollos, for keeping the ship straight for the past few months. I've been inactive with my recent move back into Kalamazoo, and these guys have been, keeping it tight, and I certainly appreciate it. I do have a small plug for the SWTOR Escape podcast. Max and Seema are carving a nice little niche out of the SWTOR Galactic podcasting community. They're doing an awesome job with their weekly podcast, just on different things ranging from how to make money off the GTN to doing ops and whatnot. So recently, a couple weeks ago, they were part of a community podcast that included other podcasters from UktiniCast, SWTOR Reforged, and a SWTOR Unnamed podcast. So if you're interested in more stuff about us and what our guild is doing and what they're doing with Star Wars, I certainly recommend giving them a listen.
Okay, where can people find them?
You can find them. I know that Max has it on newoverlords.com is where I actually stream it from. I'm not sure if it's on the podcast sites. I'll see if Max
iTunes
pops in
and Stitcher.
here. Yeah.
And it's the Escape Podcast,
The
right?
SWTOR Escape Pod.
The Escape
Cast.
Pod.
And if anybody wanted to, I don't know, make a segment that kind of gave us a snippet of what's going on there, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
I will certainly pass that along.
That'd be
If
great.
only knew
I'd love
people
that.
who knew how to record.
Yeah, right?
Right?
No.
Yeah,
no, I've actually heard
that was that thing that was escaping me.
iTunes.
I can't talk either, so win-win.
Yeah,
are
you're
hard.
doing great.
And it looks like there is a thread in the forum, according to Max, and it's newoverlords.com, and it's also on iTunes and looks like maybe Stitcher.
Always good to be kind to the new overlords. You never know.
Definitely.
Okay, so I'm going to call that our show for tonight. Chat room, this is your signal to begin suggesting show titles for this week's show. You'll hear this in about 30 seconds. So while we wait for them to do that, Palpatine One, thank you very much for joining us. Very glad you're back on. It's been too long. Don't let it take too long next time.
Yes.
But thank you
Yes,
very
sir.
much.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
Okay, and where can people find you on the web? What's your social deets?
I am at Pellel on the Twitters. And then, like I said, on the forums, you can find me. I'm Pellel also. I mean, I keep it pretty simple all the way across.
All right.
All right. So if you have a question or comment about our show, you can email us at podcast@aie-guild.org. You can also follow us on Twitter. The show is at AIE Podcast. Accusod is at Accusod. I am at Aludra_AIE, and Michaela is at Cyberwave. We record live with video every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. You can join us in the chat room and play along with us on our website, theaiepodcast.com. Our theme was composed by the amazing Andrew Allen. Follow him at Keys with Soul or visit his website, keyswithsoul.com.
And now it's time to play all the great AIE member segments that we've received this week, including Ask a Magus, Ask Miss Malgra, Buxley's Journal, Epic Diapers, much lesser known Shaw's, This Week in AIEU, but no Star Wars segment unfortunately yet. Max, get on that.
Mm-hmm. We see you.
Okay, next week we'll be talking to the fine folks in Final Fantasy. So, until then, AIE, this is Accusod.
This is Aludra.
This is Makala.
And this has been the AIE Podcast. All right, that's enough of that. Okay.
Okay.
All right, chat room. Chat
have
room, it is all
Guardians.
down to you.
Appleus gave us Guardians of the Galaxy Far, Far Away, which everyone loves.
Cute.
That is.
Strongholds, Pilgrims, and Pancakes was what Sybil suggested. And I know somebody suggested earlier the word strike back. Let me find it.
Word strike back.
I love that one.
I know. That was really great.
Oh, you gotta find it.
Well, we got to know who to credit.
Ask an astromech. I think, Kazric, that's a great idea. Please send that directly in.
Mm-hmm. That would be wonderful. I love the diversity of the member segments. You know, they used to all be WoW, and now they are just everything. And it's so great to see.
Yeah, although I think there's still a little WoW heavy. So, come on, everybody, in other games, we need segments from other games.
Mm-hmm.
We need a Force Will Be Strong with this one segment. I'm not sure what that is, but... Okay,
All right,
so,
fine.
Pell, all right, do we have any more suggestions? So it looks like we have
Trying to
Strongholds,
find that
Pilgrims, and Pancakes. We've got Guardians of the Galaxy Far, Far Away.
Here we go. The word strike back, and that was Kazric.
Kazric. Now, did he submit that during the official show title submission period?
No,
that
he just said it while we were stumbling over our words.
There we
Here we
go.
go. He did now. Thank you,
There we
Kazric.
go. Okay. That's official. There we go. There's the official entry. So, Pell, would you please pick a winner?
Oh, I have to go with the word strike back.
That was pretty epic.
Awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry,
All right.
Appleus. The Guardians of the Galaxy Far, Far Away was amazing.
Oh, I know. That was such a close second in my mind, but I don't
Yeah.
have a vote, so.
All right,
Yeah,
Kazric,
and that,
thank
if
you
you
very
haven't
much
seen
for-
it, highly recommend it.
Go on
Oh
this
my
weekend,
gosh.
actually.
I can't wait to see it again.
That good, huh?
We're
Excellent.
seeing it
Oh, it was
probably
awesome.
next Friday.
It,
All right,
it's
Kazric, thank you very
probably-
much.
Probably the best movie I saw this year.
Nice.
High praise.
And so with that, I am taking us off the air to all the live chat room listeners. Thank you guys, or watchers, actually. Thank you guys very much. We appreciate you tuning in every week. We love you. We will see you next week.
Yep. Bye, guys.